Hey buddy, and this is John, and today we're going to be going over some more Construct 2. I got some more requests in for a GTA style top-down game, so I'm going to be doing that, but I'm also looking into other arts versions, so we're going to be doing this in Construct 2, but I may move this or do another version in CopperCube, a 3D game engine without coding, so we can get another GTA whatever style game. And then some people were asking for some more platformers or adventure style games or top downs or something like that. So I was going to do a couple more of those. Don't worry, Hearthstone is still going on. I'm just dealing with some code I've never dealt with, so I'm just having a friend go over it so it can be kind of cleared up. So I want to give it to you guys. It's all clean and not messed up. So yeah, that's still gonna happen. But I might as well just put out a video that you also guys want, and that would, entertain you guys. So we have a scene. It's mostly white with some trees. So we got a white background, trees, building, a car, the player. And I'm also playing around with some 3D effect using shadowing. So we can have some illusion of buildings, but since I can't texture those and I can't overlay anything onto those, that's pretty much useless. So to explain it better, if I remove those, so those are buildings over here, and I'll just hit run. That looks like it's an actual building. Sadly, we can't texture that. So that's why I was looking at the CopperCube. Okay, also, I'm looking into a plugin called Q3D for CopperCube, which allows you to do 3D stuff into CopperCube, so I may look into that. It's 30 bucks, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Maybe. So we have some buildings over here. These are just sprites that I imported from a Unity asset. But you can just get regular buildings anywhere, or just texture them and put them here, or put them anywhere. I'm still going to put this in the download link below, since most of the stuff is this GTA rendered stuff from here, so it doesn't really matter. So we have our player, and I'm going to go to, okay, this is like the main screen, but we're going to go to there. So the player is literally just a green cube. So I'm going to create a player, create sprite, place it there, and recenter him. I'm going to paint him a color, make him green. Place him there, and then what I'm going to do is go to behaviors. What we want is for the 8 direction. What we also want is scroll to, so the camera always faces him. Now I'm going to delete this guy since we no longer need him. We no longer need the, well, we need the light, but I'll add that in later. So we get our player right here, and I'm actually going to replace him in the next episode with actual sprites, so we can actually just walk around, pick up some weapons, shoot some stuff, damage some cars, all that good stuff. So we have this part. So the part where the white dot is pointing out, that is going to be where he is. That's basically where his head is pointing. He's facing to the right. So we have 360 angle direction. We can also have it to where he is always facing the mouse. We may work on that a little bit later. But we can have 8 direction, 4 direction, left and right, up and down. We want 8 direction for now, but 4 direction will also work. And we're also going to be moving this from web, well, I don't know about web, but mobile platforms, because this actually would be really nice for it. So here we go. So he's moving around the buildings, and then what's going to happen is that he's going to, okay, we need to make that building solid, get into the car. So let's make some buildings solid. So again, these are just sprites, behaviors, and we just added, we can delete Shadowcaster because we don't need it. We don't need it anymore. But we can do solid. So let's add solid to these buildings. So we're gonna click on them. We're gonna go to behaviors, hit a plus, hit solid. And that should apply to the other one. Yeah, because I just cloned them. And then these trees aren't perfectly done. Usually you would render them separately, but I just put them all together for now. And then we just actually just cut them up. So what you can do is just select a tree, copy it, clear the image, paste it, and then go to crop transparency, crop it again, boom. But we don't want to do that, well, as of yet. Okay, so again, this is just more of an intro video. So he's going down, he's going to the right, he can't go into the building, and I have to make his car a solid object also. Behaviors, solid, add OK. So what we're going to do now is basically, I'm going to just do it to where when he touches the car, he's going to just go straight into the car. So it's going to be at an event, we're going to be going to enter car. And later we'll just say, hey, do you want to enter the car? Yes, no. Or we just tap the car and he just enters it if he's in so much distance of the car. So let's see, so we can delete one of these sprites since we don't need them anymore. So there's sprite 2, we're going to say yes. There's sprite 7, that's our guy. Actually we can rename him player. So when player is on collision with another object, that's going to be the car. Done. What we're going to do is now we're going to set this guy to pin or be stuck to the car. So pin 2, go here, on collision with sprite 6, player is going to pin to an object, sprite 6, so position and angle, and at that point this car is going to move up a layer. So we're going to go to layer, move to layer, or not layer, but he's going to move on top of everything. Move to top, there we go. So that way, you never see the green box, or the player in this case, even though he's there. Now we can move him off screen, but at this point we can just move him underneath the car, or specifically inside the car. So the car's moving around, and then when we hit E or something like that, he appears beside the car. Okay, so he moves to on top of the layer, so let's see, pin the car, move to the top of the layer. And then what we want to do is then make this enabled to move. So what we actually want to do is enable this to be car behaviors. But we don't want that enabled yet, because then that's going to activate it moving while we move. So on start of layout, his is not going to be enabled, it's going to be disabled. Set enabled? No, we're going to set that disabled, so it can't move. It can only move once we are in collision with him. Enabled, yes. Okay, so we're moving. The car should not be moving. It is not. So we gotta get to the car. To get to a grocery store. To pick up Skittles. To go home. Okay. So it is pinned. I just want it underneath. So yeah, it is working. It just, you know, they're both solid objects. At this point, we probably need to move them off screen. I'm just shaking because we have so much collision going on. Let me back up. Try to, kind of hard to back up. Okay, so what we also need to do is disables players being solid. Set enabled. Okay, so what we want to do is disable it. Okay, so when we say, yeah, we want to go into the car, we're going to set the player's collisions disabled. So he basically has no collision at all, so he can basically walk through a building. What we also want to do, so that's set in the center, that's set in the center. Okay, this should fix it. The fact that he is, what do you call it, not going inside the vehicle. Don't know specifically, but it should fix it. Okay, so it doesn't, but he's, okay, so he is not solid anymore. And the car is off the screen, so what we need to do is make sure on behaviors it is bound to the layout. Move to top, pin to sprite, so he is pinned to it. Probably what we also need to do is on collision. Okay, on collision, what we're going to do is center him, set position to another object, choose object, and then his image point is going to be the same one as this car. Okay, so that should fix it. If it doesn't, we'll just fix it in the next video. I kind of really don't want these to be too long. Okay, there we go. That fixes it. We just need to make sure that he is actually invisible. We need to set the camera to only view one of them. So we're going to disable the camera. Or scroll to is going to be, okay, so that is disabled. Or it is now disabled. Now we just need to, one last time, get to the car, get to a grocery store, pick up some Skittles, dog food, go home. Boom. We need to set enabled for the car. No. Okay. So we need to watch the car. We have that on the car. Scroll to. Oops. Okay, we're gonna go to behaviors. We don't have scroll to on the car. Add it to there. So we disable it for the person and we enable it for the car. Okay, so he's gonna walk and okay, there we go. He's gonna walk to the car. Okay, hold on. On collision. Okay, so he's watching the car. Not the car, but the person. And now he's gonna get to the car. Boom. Okay, now we're watching this. There we go. So he has entered the car. Now all we need to do is exit the car, but I'm gonna leave it right here for now. And then in the next video, guys, we're going to exit the car, probably do some pickups, have an actual character, and have some more scenery. So if you like the video, remember hit the thumbs up, share, and all that liking stuff. And if you use Amazon, a partner up with Amazon, so the Amazon link down below, anytime you buy anything from Amazon, it gives me a small kickback so that I can hire sprite artists and get licenses to other engines so I can expand my tutorials that I do, mostly for free sprites that I will be hiring artists and free 3D models to hire the artists to do those so that I can just put them down below. So it's kind of like with some of my other tutorials, I can't do that because I actually bought the models, but I can't give them away for free. What I intend to do is actually, and every single tutorial I intend to do is just to release them for free, whether they be animated, rigged, I mean like the whole 9 yards, so that you guys can use them forever you want, whether it be tutorials or for actual games. So remember guys, hit the like, subscribe button down below only if you want to, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.